Dean, if you came down with sciatica, knowing what you know, what is the first step you would take to try to overcome sciatica? Hey there, my name is Dean Volk. I'm an international sciatica relief expert. I love answering questions for people just like you who are concerned about their sciatica. So Dean, I'm just wondering, what would be the first thing you would do if you came down with sciatica? It's a great question, something I love talking to all my clients about. And honestly, the first thing that I would do if I came down with sciatica is to find out what activities, movements, and positions are triggering my pain. And I tell people all the time, our bodies are masters at healing themselves. I'm going to use an example that I use many times with my clients, and that is with a simple cut on your arm. If you were to take a knife and cut your arm, the first thing that would happen is obviously it would hurt and burn, but what your body does in response is it will bleed to clean out that cut, and then it'll lay down a scab on that cut to cover it, to protect it, to help it to heal. Correct? So what happens with most of us during the healing process of that scab? Well, every once in a while it will itch, so we'll scratch it. And what will happen? We might pick off part of the scab, it's going to bleed again, lay down a new scab. Or if you're a little clumsy like me, you might bump it into a piece of furniture, a door jamb, and bang it, crack the scar open, and what happens? It bleeds and the healing process starts over again. Or if you live in a chillier type of area and you wear sweaters or sweatshirts a lot, when you go to take off that long sleeve sweatshirt or sweater, it can grab onto that scab, rip off the scab, the healing process will start all over again. That scab will eventually heal, but it's going to take extra amount of time if you continue to aggravate it, if you continue to bump it into things, if you continue to do things that irritate that scab. So taking that example and using it with your sciatica, and it doesn't matter whether your sciatica is from a bulging disc, a herniated disc, stenosis, from a retrolisthesis or a spondylolisthesis, an SI joint problem, piriformis issue, any type of muscular issue, joint issue, no matter what the cause of your sciatica is, the same principles hold true for its healing. You've got to figure out, what am I doing that is irritating it? Because the faster I stop irritating it, the more I learn what those positions, movements, and activities are that irritate that nerve, that cause more pain. The faster I learn that and I'll start avoiding those activities, those movements, those positions that are causing your pain and inflaming that sciatica more, the quicker the sciatica will heal. And I don't care if you're taking the world's greatest narcotic, which oftentimes doesn't work on nerve pain, whether you're taking any of the nerve medications, any of the anti-inflammatories, any of the muscle relaxers. Because if you are taking those, nothing is being healed. But your symptoms may be masked. And if you're masking your symptoms, it is going to be more difficult to figure out what position, movement, and activity are aggravating it, because you won't be feeling it as much, number one, while you're doing it, or there may be a delayed onset that you're not picking up to which movement, positions, and activities are aggravating it. So the first thing I would do if I came down with sciatica symptoms is I would try to figure out what activities, what movements, what positions are triggering my pain. Because if I can figure out what is triggering my pain, I could either stop doing those specific things, or I can find an alternative way to do those things so that I don't aggravate it further. I sure hope you liked this answer. It's not the most comfortable answer, and it's not the easiest answer, because everybody's wishing you could just take a medication, take a magic herb, get a electrical stim machine, put a patch on, take a cream, whatever it is, to just magically fix it. But to overcome sciatica, in the long term, you've got to learn those things that aggravate it so you can take those things away so that your sciatica can actually heal. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe below to this YouTube channel because I try to get information out to you on a weekly basis, answering questions for you. If you have a question, feel free to leave it down below in the comment section. And if you'd like to join about 15,000 other sciatica sufferers who are getting answers and getting their problems resolved, please join my Facebook group at Sciatica and Piriformis Syndrome Relief Group. I hope you have a wonderful day.